Hi, welcome to another episode of Foxy Little Nuggets. It's where the news is sifted, seasoned, and then served with the sort of contempt normally associated with railway buffet rooms. First up, though, we're going to have to talk about defence. Obviously, Healey has resigned as Defence Secretary, and then Al Khan's resigned as Armed Forces Minister. And this is after both of them saw Labour's long-awaited defence investment plan, and apparently deciding it had all the military seriousness of a pillow fight in a church hall. It was not fit for purpose, basically. Healey accused Starmer of being unable, and the Treasury unwilling, to fund what Britain needs in an age of Russian, Chinese and Middle Eastern threats. And that's awkward because keeping the country safe is generally considered the first and biggest and most important job of any government. Maybe somewhere between, bins and not losing submarines. Defence of the realm. But alas not. Starmer has replaced him with Dan Jarvis, because nothing says a stable government like taking nearly 9 hours between one minister resigning and trying to find someone willing to do the job to replace him. 9 hours. We were without a defence minister for 9 hours. Al Khan did a video. Went on and did an interview on TV, and was questioned about whether he would remain in office. It was very diplomatically failed to answer, but you could tell at the time. Anyway, he apparently left the studio and then wrote his letter of resignation. So well done. Ed Miliband, we've covered, he's obviously at war with Number 10. Number 10 are threatening to cut his budget, and he said, no, you bloody won't. He's absolutely sure about it. Number 10 wants a 1% cut, which would be about 600 million. And he says, no, you're not getting anything. And Starmer's gone, oh, okay then, and has refused to fire Miliband. Over 1%. For Ed, this is apparently the Battle of Thermopylae or something. But done, heat pumps at 30 yards. So Britain's defence plan is billions short. The Navy is threadbare. We haven't got any planes, no hunter-killer submarines. We've got a aircraft carrier stuck in dock. But Ed is guarding carbon capture, green schemes, and the sacred national right to subsidise anything that's got a green arse label on it. For God forbid, because there won't be anything left to save if we don't have, this defence. But in his mind, no, we've got carbon savings and I will be energy Jesus. Dear good Lord Almighty. So Labour's strategic doctrine appears to be, if Russia attacks, we'll repel them with insulation grants. Yeah, I can't see that working very well. I mean, Putin will be sitting there giggling his tits off, won't he? Burnham has had, of course, another exciting encounter with reality and arithmetic. After Makerfield Hustings, he appeared to back recompense for waspy women, a policy with a possible bill of 10 to 15 billion pounds. Less than a day later, Team Burnham have, let's just say it's proving difficult, even. Basically, he promised the moon, saw the price tag and went, eek. Although Makerfield now is becoming Westminster's strangest ever by-election, because it's not merely a local contest, but a possible change of government. Now, we'll still have the same Labour fools in there, but in a whole new different way. Different fools. Same circus, different clowns, but a whole new direction. Burnham says he is the man to change Labour. But we don't want Labour to change, we want Labour to go. And that's the problem. But what's he going to change it into? Nothing good, I suspect. Labour itself, though, is preparing to toughen the Online Safety Act. This is after unrest in Belfast. Ministers are saying platforms must remove illegal content faster during a time of crisis. And by illegal content, they mean anything that they don't like. They will define what gets removed, and then they'll tell these companies to remove it. So when people are highlighting what's going on due to government failure, for example, that's it, gone. It'll have to go. Because they don't like it. They don't like us knowing the truth. They don't like us knowing what's going on. It's very awkward for them, isn't it? We have failed, and here is the example of it. Oh, better take that down. Yeah, it's pretty bad. They fail to control the borders. They fail to control the streets, and they think they're going to control the internet. I think not. VPN, thank you. I'm in America. Oh, I've got First Amendment rights. Can't take it down. Yippee-yi-yay. Politicians, they really are up their own arse, aren't they? They really think that they have the power. They don't. They have zero power. Anyway, the railways is next. Labour's wonderful nationalisation plans, which they cannot possibly afford. They say it's going to revitalise the rail network. No, it isn't. Unless if you're going to have nationalised railways, they've got to be heavily subsidised. They've got to be cheap. If you want people to use them, they've got to be cheap. But when it's cheaper to fly to Madrid, change planes, and get back up to Edinburgh with 2 flights in and out of Spain than it is to take a train from London to Edinburgh, and it takes just the same time, well, something's gone desperately wrong. Trains should not cost that much. The problem we've got, of course, is unions and union rules. That's the biggest thing. If we could get driverless trains, then yay, maybe have a chance at it. But Great British Railways, as it's being known, is just going to be slower, worse, overcrowded, much more expensive, and much more prone, I think, to accidents because of lack of maintenance. But that's a government for you. We're going to change it for the worse, and you're going to like it, whether you like it or not. Although where they're going to get the 100-odd billion to pay for this, God only knows. Certainly the Treasury doesn't. Treasury can't even save up enough to pay the national debt. £3 trillion. Good God Almighty. I mean, the West Coast Line is creaking. HS2 is a failure. It's only going to be 15 minutes quicker. 100 billion to be 15 minutes quicker. Wow. But we do our best. It's just a shame that nobody wants it. But we do have some good news. There is some uplifting good news, because after 16 years, Greece has reportedly been removed from the EU's crisis list. So when you go off to your little Greek island and drinking your Retsina and watching the sunset down, you'll know you're no longer in a country with a failing economy. Indeed, they've overtaken us. Greeks, the basket case of Europe. Better economy than ours. Well, there's been years of reforms, pain, recovery, stubbornness. It's no longer sitting in the naughty corner. It proves countries can recover. Now, what Greece had to do was massively cut its welfare bill. There's a warning for Rachel Reeves. You can make your country work again if you're not wanking all that money away on welfare. Those that need it, get it. Those who don't need to work. Still, there we go. It's nice to see these things can work. I wonder if Rachel's watching. Probably not. She won't like to see things like that. Maybe that can be banned off Facebook as well. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.